My beloved soul, there is a message that must reach your heart at this moment, with an urgency I rarely use. So I ask you to stop. Stop what you are doing. Silence the voices around you. And most importantly, quiet the whirlwind of thoughts in your mind. I need to speak with you about the path you're about to take, the decision you are pondering, the next step your weary soul is considering. You have been at a crossroads, feeling pressured to choose a direction. And there is a path before you that seems logical, perhaps the easiest, the one promising quick relief, or the one everyone around you expects you to take. It seems safe, well-lit, predictable, and it is precisely about this path that I need to warn you. What I am about to unveil to you next can transform your life, because this road, which seems so inviting, is not my road for you. It is a detour that, though seemingly harmless at first, will lead you away from the fullness, peace, and purpose I dreamed for your life. I do not come to bring you fear, but to offer you clarity. I do not come to condemn your intention, which is good, but to protect your destiny, which is glorious. You have been looking at the map with your own eyes, seeing only the next mile. I, your God, see the entire map from beginning to end, and I can see the broken bridges, hidden swamps, and dead ends lying further down this path you are considering. Before continuing the message, write this word of faith in the comments. I receive divine guidance in every decision I make. This is your first act of humility, your declaration that you are willing to exchange your limited map for my celestial GPS, which never fails. Now, continuing the message, I invite you not to take another step in this direction without first hearing what your Father, who loves you with an everlasting love, has to say. Your future happiness may depend on your pause today. My precious soul, why is this path that seems so right actually the wrong one for you? Because it is paved with the world's logic, not my kingdom's wisdom. It is the path of least resistance and quick fix, immediate comfort. And these things, though seductive, rarely produce the eternal fruit your soul craves. This path may offer temporary relief from your current pain, but its long-term cost is your peace. It is like taking a painkiller for a toothache caused by an infection. It masks the symptom for a while, but does not cure the root problem, which continues to grow silently. Your current situation, your crossroads, is not a problem to be avoided, but an opportunity for deeper healing, for growth you wouldn't have otherwise. And the path I have for you, though it may seem harder at first, is the one that treats the root, strengthens you, leads you to complete spiritual health. The path the world offers is based on what you can do, on your strength, your intelligence, your resources, and it will inevitably lead you to exhaustion, because your strength is finite. The path I offer you is based on what I can do through you. It is a path of dependence, trust, partnership with me, and it will lead you to a strength that renews itself every morning. You have been trying to choose the door you can open yourself, and I am asking you to wait before the door only my key can unlock, because what lies behind my door is infinitely greater and more glorious than anything you can achieve with your own effort. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust the Lord. By doing so, you are declaring that you give up trusting only in your own strength and wisdom. It is your surrender to my power and my plan, which are always superior. If this message touched your heart, and you wish to support this mission, click on Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Continuing, do not be saddened for having considered the wrong path. Your search for a solution is legitimate, but today I am offering you a better solution. A solution that not only solves your present problem, but positions you for a future of victories you cannot even imagine. My blessed soul, and what is this path I have for you? How to recognize it? My path often goes against your logic and the world's advice. My path may seem slower. It requires patience. It requires a process. While the world offers you an instant solution, I offer you a gradual transformation, because I am more interested in who you become in the process than in how quickly you reach the result. My path may seem riskier. It requires faith. It requires you to take a step without seeing all the ground before you. It may ask you to forgive when your logic says to hold a grudge. It may ask you to sow when your reason says to withhold. It is a path that makes no sense to the mind, but resonates with peace in your spirit. My path, above all, is a path of relationship. The world's path encourages you to focus on the problem and the solution. My path invites you to focus on me, to spend more time in my presence than analyzing your problem, to seek my face, not just my hand, because in my presence you find wisdom for the decision, strength for action, and peace for waiting. The solution to your dilemma is not in a strategy, but in a person. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you wait for so much is in this verse, Proverbs 3:5-6, which says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This is the manual for your journey. Do not lean on your own logic. Trust in me, and I promise to straighten your path. Write in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that God is straightening her paths too. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. And before we move on, let me lead you to something I prepared to further strengthen your faith. If you feel you need inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and prosperity aligned with my heart, there is a 31-day path waiting for you. Each day of this walk was created for me to speak to you in a deeper and more personal way. If you wish to follow this road, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let us continue the message. If you are not subscribed to the channel, do it now. By subscribing, you will receive your daily compass to stay on my path. How do you know practically which is my path? My peace is your compass. Faced with your options, the one bringing you a deep and inexplicable peace, even if it seems the hardest, that is mine. The path causing you anxiety, even if it seems the most logical, is not mine. Follow peace, my daughter, and you will be following me. My beloved soul, for you to have the courage to reject the wide path and choose my narrow path, you need to free yourself from two great ties binding you to the world's logic: fear and pride. Fear is the voice telling you, what if you trust God and he doesn't show up? What if you wait and nothing happens? Better secure what is safe now. Fear wants you to trust what you can see, touch, control. And my path requires trust in the invisible. To overcome fear, you need to feed your faith. And faith is fed by memory. Remember all the times I have already been faithful in your life, all the deliverances, all the provisions. Your history is your arsenal against fear. Every past miracle is a stone for your sling against today's giant of doubt. Pride is the other tie. It is the subtle voice telling you, you don't need help, you are strong, you can solve this yourself. Pride hates dependence. It hates surrender. And my path is, in its essence, a path of surrender and dependence. It is the recognition that your wisdom is limited, and mine is infinite. It is the humility to say, Father, I don't know what to do. You show me. To overcome pride, you need the tool of forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself for not being perfect, for not having all the answers. You need to give yourself permission to be human and to need a savior. Your need is not your shame. It is your greatest glory, for it is the space where my power can manifest. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you would like to forgive. Visualize each of them, send love, and say, I forgive you and set you free. Peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By forgiving yourself for your attempts at self-sufficiency, you break the power of pride. You become like a child holding her father's hand without shame, knowing this is her greatest security. Fear and pride are the guardians of the wrong path. Faith and humility are the gatekeepers of my path, and the choice between them is yours at every moment. My precious soul, your choice to follow me, to reject the wide path, is not a choice of loss, but of immeasurable gain. Your obedience today is sowing your harvest for tomorrow, and the harvest will be glorious. By choosing my path, the first thing you will reap is peace. Not a fragile peace dependent on circumstances, but a deep peace, a serenity becoming your inner fortress. While the world around you runs in panic, You will move with the calm of one who knows her king is on the throne and he has everything under control. The second thing you will reap is clear direction. The confusion and indecision tormenting you will give way to surprising clarity. You will know the next step, not because you became smarter, but because you became more connected to me, your guide. My will become clear, not as a complex map, but as a soft, constant whisper in your heart. The third thing you will reap is supernatural provision. The world's path depends on your limited resources. My path is connected to heaven's unlimited resources. By walking in obedience, you will see doors of provision opening in ways you couldn't have imagined. I am your provider, and I delight in surprising my children with my generosity. And finally, you will reap renewed purpose. The world's path may lead to empty success. My path leads you to eternal significance. You will discover that by following me, your life begins to have an impact you never dreamed of. You will become the answer to someone's prayer. Your obedience will become a source of blessing to many. Your life will cease to be about survival and become an adventure of meaning, peace, direction, provision, and purpose. This is the harvest awaiting you on my path. Is your choice worth it? My blessed soul, your decision not to follow the path of human logic is not just for your own blessing and protection. It is an act of spiritual warfare. It is a testimony to the visible and invisible world. When you choose faith over fear, dependence over self-sufficiency, you are declaring your loyalty to my kingdom. And this declaration echoes throughout eternity. Your obedience today is inspiring others. There are people in your life also at their own crossroads. They are watching you. Your courage to choose the path less traveled, the path of faith, may be the inspiration they need to also make the right choice. Your life becomes a sermon without words, a living demonstration that it is worth trusting in me. You become a leader, a pioneer, a trailblazer. Share this video with two dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, Lord, let our obedience to you be a light to those at crossroads, unites your choice with that of a community of faith. Your obedience today is frustrating the enemy's plans. He counted on your predictability. He counted on you choosing the path of fear, comfort, human logic. Your choice to trust me is an unexpected move on the chessboard. It is checkmate to his strategy of keeping you trapped in a cycle of anxiety and exhaustion. He doesn't know how to fight a heart resting completely in me. And most importantly, your obedience today is gladdening my Father's heart. Nothing gives me more joy than seeing a daughter of mine choose me above all other voices, trusting my love above all other securities. Your faith, my daughter, is your most beautiful worship. My precious soul, the decision to change course is yours. I will never force you, but the urgency of my call today is real. The window of opportunity is open, and to help you take the first step, I want to give you a simple and concrete task. It is not for tomorrow, it is for now. Your task is the noise fast and silence feast. For the next 24 hours, I ask you to abstain as much as you can from unnecessary noise. Turn off your phone notifications. Do not turn on the TV to fill the silence. Avoid social media. Avoid conversations that only drain your energy. This is your fast. And in its place, host a feast. Every hour, stop for 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply and say, Father, I am here, you are here, thank you. Just that. 60 seconds of conscious silence every hour. This small exercise will do two things. First, it will make you painfully aware of how addicted you are to noise and hurry. And this awareness is the first step to change. Second, it will start creating new neural pathways in your brain and new spiritual paths in your soul. It will retrain you to find security and comfort, not in distraction, but in my presence. This is your first step off the old road and onto the new one. It is a small step, but it is the step that changes direction. And a small deviation at the start of a long journey results in a completely different destination. I do not ask you to change your whole life today. I ask only that you accept this 24-hour challenge. Give me a day, and I will show you a glimpse of the life of peace I am calling you to. My beloved soul, we have reached the end of my appeal and the beginning of your decision. The word has been delivered, the warning given in love, the two paths clearly outlined. Together, we diagnosed your condition of hurry and noise. We pulled out the roots of fear and unforgiveness. You glimpsed the beauty of the path of peace and the eternal purpose of your obedience. And you received your first and most urgent task. Now, the silence following this message is not emptiness. It is the sacred space of your decision. Will you continue on the wide, noisy road leading to exhaustion? Or will you have the courage to take the narrow, quiet path leading to life? For my part, I promise you, if you choose my path, I will meet you at every step. My grace will be your strength. My peace will be your company. My wisdom will be your guide. I will turn your obedience into delight and your effort into rest. I will lead you to green pastures and quiet waters, and your soul will be restored. Your part, my daughter, is simply to take the first step. It is having the courage to be different, the courage to resist the world's current, the courage to value silence in a culture of noise, the courage to choose depth over shallowness. Leave this meeting with a holy determination in your spirit, the determination to no longer allow your life to be stolen by the tyranny of urgency, the determination to reclaim your most precious asset, your peace, your soul, your communion with me. The moment to choose is now, and this choice, I promise you, can and will change everything. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "I choose the Lord's path and trust His guidance." Your words strengthen your faith and also light the path for other people who need this light. Share your experiences in the comments. And before we close, I need to lead you to something I prepared especially for you. I have seen your search for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, a new purpose and prosperity that comes from my hands. None of this is by chance. When your heart cries out, I open paths. Therefore, through this channel, I have placed before you a guided walk of 31 days, a process where daily I can speak with more depth to your spirit. This is not just an ebook. It is a path of restoration, alignment, and growth, created to strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and open doors you never imagined. If you feel this call, access the link I left in the description and also in the first pinned comment of this video. Start this course of healing, reconnection, purpose, and prosperity today. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and lighting your path. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.